Oh man, welcome everybody to the King Alex Gilbert broadcast. I'm your host, obviously, King Alex Gilbert, and today we're going to be dungeon grinding, but specifically celestial dungeon grinding in World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. We need to do two things here. We need to get the Black Prince storyline, and I don't know what those items are called. We need to get the Seals of the Empire for the Black Prince storyline, and we need to upgrade our gear from 528 and 502 to 541, as you can see on screen, for the Heroic Thunderforge stuff. So then we're ready to do other content. And other than that, I'm going to be talking about my life stories, talking about the great, amazing life of King Alex Gilbert, and just hopefully cracking jokes and moving it on as we wait for this queue to pop. Probably I'm going to go to Time-O-Sile. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Time-O-Sile while we wait. And then on Time-O-Sile I can grind some elites. But yeah, what I want to talk about today is an experience that I personally have been holding back for a really long time, but I think it's time to talk about it right now. I'm going to talk about the time that I got my wisdom teeth taken out. For those of you who do not know, I've gotten my wisdom teeth taken out 1 month ago, and it was an experience. And let me go through on how that day went. So I was getting put under IV sedation that day, so I could not eat anything for 8 hours before the appointment, because if I end up having a gag reflex or something, it could be fatal. So like, whatever you do, do not eat anything. Keep you perfectly empty. We want that stomach to be perfectly empty. So I was starving on my drive to the dentist, right? It happened at 1 p.m. So I'm just awake and I can't eat anything. It's kind of torturous. I don't really know what to do, right? So I'm just waiting around, having the hunger craze, but I had to suppress them. And then 1 p.m. rolls around. Well, I left at 12:30 and I had to go to the dentist. And I'm driving there, you know, starving. And we get to the dentist and they hand me this tablet. They're like, you got to watch this video on wisdom teeth just so you understand what's going on. Don't worry, it's a really great video and it will not traumatize you at all. And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit weird. So I end up watching the video and they literally describe almost all the worst case scenarios. So it was basically an infographic type video. There wasn't like real scenarios of what was going on, but they had a model and they were simulating what would happen in the wisdom teeth, and they were simulating all the bad possible scenarios. I'm literally holding this tablet up and I'm watching them. They're like, you know, in some cases your jaw could crack open because the wisdom teeth is so implanted in your jaw. And then they show like the dentist with his like drill and tools, and they just cracked the jaw. Like there's just a fraction of the jaw, and they're like, well, if that happens, then you just have a longer recovery. I'm like, what do you mean you have a longer recovery? You cracked open my jaw, bro. And then they said, sometimes you can personally crack open your jaw as well if you end up moving it too fast or too hard after surgery. So be sure to let the bones and everything heal. I'm like, what the crap are you talking about? And then they talked about dry sockets, how when you get your teeth removed, sometimes your blood doesn't clot fast enough, so then your nerves are literally exposed. And for those of you who don't know and haven't ever experienced nerve pain before, it's rough. Like, nerve pain is terrible. It's the worst type of pain, and they're like, please, whatever you do, do not use straws, do not eat hard foods, do not do anything that you normally do with your life right after your wisdom teeth extraction, or even a week, just be safe. And then they showed somebody like in pain, like obviously another infographic person just in pain from the wisdom teeth extraction. And then they talked about how, you know, at any point you can back out, and you could talk to your doctor to see if this is good enough for you. And I'm sitting here like, what the actual crap did I watch here? Bro, I got the fear of God in me right now watching that tablet video. Well, I just gave it to them and I'm like, so none of this stuff's probably not going to happen, right? And they're like, yeah, most likely it's not going to happen. But for liability reasons, we have to show every single patient that video so we don't get sued or we don't get into unnecessary trouble. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then they're like, you still want to do it? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's just go for it. And then About a 15-minute wait, just chilling. And it was a pretty stressful 15 minutes, right? Because I've never gotten any teeth surgery before. I've been under surgery before multiple times, but I've never done any teeth surgery. And I have a fear of the dentist. I have a visceral fear of the dentist. So you bet doing a surgery in the dentist, my heart rate was up and it was spiked. So it was the longest, most stressful 15 minutes of my life. And I was almost sweating, honestly. And then eventually the nurse came out and was like, "Hey, are you Alex Gilbert?" And I'm like, "Yep, all right, wisdom teeth time." Then I go back and they sit me in this nice chair. It was actually a pretty comfortable chair, not gonna lie. And they were like, "All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stab your arm to take some platelets out of your arm." And basically what that's gonna do is mid-surgery we'll inject these platelets into the extraction sites, and it will allow your mouth to heal faster to avoid the dry sockets. Would you like to do that? And I'm like, frick yeah, I just watched a 15-minute video about how getting a dry socket is the worst excruciating pain you will ever receive in your whole years of living. So I'm like, frick yeah, do that. And they're like, yep, most patients normally do. So he stabs me real quick and I'm like, oh. And then I say, oh, I thought you were going to do that before the sedation, right? You're going to put me under, right? And he's like, not exactly. And I'm like, what do you mean by not exactly? He said, well, you see, we're not in a hospital. And because we're not in a hospital, we can't put you under anesthesia knocked out. So you'll be awake during this entire surgery, but you won't feel it, right? And at that point, all emotions in my body just shut off. I'm like, holy crap, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in this surgery just from pain. Not from any mess up in the doctor, but just from the raw pain I'm gonna be in. And I'm like, so I'm gonna be awake during this? Like, I don't really understand. And the nurse is like, yeah, the best way to describe it is when you're nodding off in the car as a passenger and how time doesn't really exist, and you won't even really remember most of this conversation or even the surgery itself, to be honest with you, and it will all just be a distant memory. But you will notice everything, and we will be allowed to talk to you, and you can talk back to us if there's any problems during the surgery, but you won't feel any pain. You'll just be conscious. And I'm just like, okay, let's do that. Let's do it, doc. Let's do it. So the doc takes out the platelets. Well, the nurse takes out the platelets, and the doc comes in. He shoots me with one of these. You're good. You're in good hands. And I just shoot him one back. And I'm like, okay, the doctor's chill, and he doesn't seem stressed, so this is probably going to be a smooth surgery. That's always good. And then the nurse is like, okay, we're going to put this oxygen mask on you, or not really an oxygen mask, but like the two tubes that go up your nose, so it provides you with plenty of oxygen. And then they move my chair back. They kind of extend me back, kind of like when we're at the dentist, and the dentist is going to look at my teeth. And they're like, okay, so if you haven't felt the medicine yet, you should be feeling it soon. And I was about to say, doc, I'm not feeling the medicine at all. And then it hits me. Holy crap. That medicine was the most euphoric thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. Apparently, the ingredients to IV sedation is fentanyl. So literally, the doctor dosed me up with fentanyl, and I was absolutely loving it. I was in heaven, and that scares me. It was a crazy experience, right? It's kind of like all my stress that I didn't even know I had went away. I was the calmest being on planet. I had no issues whatsoever because I was stressed, right? I was pretty stressed before the surgery, especially. I mean, I feel like everybody is. And instantly it just kicked in. It felt like my brain, like I could feel my brain just loosen up, and I was just in heaven. And they just leaned me back. They're like, open up your mouth. I just opened up my mouth. Like, I didn't even know I was opening my mouth, and I just opened it up, and I was like, oh man, I wasn't even talking, and they were just going through, they were digging at the teeth, and they were just doing small talk in the background. They were just talking about, I think the doctor was talking about his kid in school or something. I don't really remember that part, But yeah, I just remember staring at a bright light. Like, they had a really bright light, and I was just staring right at it. You know, I'm like high as a kite, right? I am so high right now, and I'm just enjoying life. Like, this is the one time that I can get fentanyl legally, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm just like, holy crap, first time ever. Don't do any hard drugs, don't smoke, don't even vape, don't do cigarettes, don't do alcohol. And it just hit me like a tolerance, and I was just in heaven, man. And then before you know it, the chair's coming up, right? It felt like 10 minutes. It didn't feel like, I think it took 45 minutes. It didn't feel like that at all. It felt like 10 minutes. They're bringing up the chair and they're like, all right, you're done. Now we got to take you to this next room to check out your teeth. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm not sure I can walk, man, because like I said before, I was so calm that my muscles literally weren't working. Like, my muscles wouldn't contract because of how calm I was. And they're like, okay, we'll get 2 people. So then I had 2 nice little dentist ladies extend their arms so I can grab each one of their arms, and they kind of just escorted me to the door. It wasn't that far away at all. And they escorted me to this chair where they did something to my head. I don't know, they checked out probably, make sure there wasn't any problems. And then they escorted me to my driver, because obviously I just had fentanyl. They're not gonna let me drive away, right? So they escorted me with my driver. They're like, are you good, driver? And I'm like, yep. Or, well, they were like, yep, all right, he's good. And then I left, and my entire face, from up here, like up to my lip, my upper lip, all the way down to my collarbone, was so numb. I couldn't feel a single thing at all. I tried to take a drink because we went to Wendy's right after to get a Frosty, because they said no drinks, but if you have, or they said no hard foods, and if you have cold drinks, that's the best. So we went to Wendy's because it's right next to my dentist, got a Frosty, and I tried to drink it, right? I tip it back, and I try to drink it. I literally cannot feel the liquid at all. I don't feel the liquid going anywhere. And then before I know it, I'm gagging, because it turns out, because my, I guess, mouth was so numb that it just slid down the back of my throat. And because it just slid down the back of my throat without me knowing, it triggered my gag reflex. I just gagged it all up over me. Blood everywhere, right? Because I'm still bleeding at this point. It's been not even an hour. And I'm just dying. I have these gauze in my mouth. I just ripped them out. I'm like, holy crap, what are we doing? I'm slowly gaining back to reality. Like, I was lucid during the whole surgery, like even under the fentanyl, but I just wasn't a very good decision maker. So I was starting to gain back to reality. I'm like, holy crap, the numbness was even starting to wear off. I was starting to feel the pain in my jaw from the wisdom teeth. And I'm like, holy crap, what is going on? And then I started to eat the narcotics that my doctor prescribed me, the antibiotics and all that stuff. And it took a while to kick in, so I was in pretty bad pain. If I had to rate my pain from a scale of 1 to 10 on the first couple of hours, I would probably rate it an 8. It just resonated everywhere. The swelling started to happen, and it was terrible. But then I went home and I sat in bed and I played some Fortnite, I think, or I did something. Maybe I just scrolled. No, I think I just scrolled on my phone. I doom scrolled because I had nothing else to do. And that was the first day of my wisdom teeth removal. Crazy experience, right? The first time taking fentanyl as well. Like, who knew? IV sedation? Bro, I want more of that, dude. And it's sad that I'm probably never gonna be able to get it again. And it did teach me a lesson. What the IV sedation taught me a lesson is that I'm heavily addicted and I should never ever do any drugs, because I will 100% come back and just keep shooting them up my arm, because wow, that was an experience. That's an experience that I'm probably never gonna forget. I'm telling you, it was like euphoria. It was probably one of the top 10 best, or top 10 calmest moments of my life. Just for that 45 minutes, I had no worries at all, because I'm normally an overthinker, overcomplicated person. But for that wreck right there, nothing. Calm, silence, freedom, basically. And that was great. And that was the first day. I mean, really, I just took it on a schedule. You're supposed to take the narcotic every 4 hours. So I took the narcotic every 4 hours. And then I took the, what else is there? I had to take 3 Advil every 6 hours and 2 Tylenol every 6 hours. And then I had to take this antibiotic, this super strong antibiotic they prescribed me 3 times a day, just at your choosing. You know, one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it actually wasn't that bad. Also, this is an upgrade, which is surprising. Yeah, and it wasn't actually that bad at all. I mean, the antibiotic tasted like it rolled out of the sewer, or it was like it was some strong stuff. It was terrible, but the other stuff didn't really taste that bad. And I didn't really have any adverse effects at first with them, so 10 out of 10 there. And then each day was a different challenge. So the first day, I wasn't swollen at all. Not in the slightest. I looked exactly how I looked before, maybe like slightly bloody and slightly malformed because they were opening my jaw like that. But for the most part, I was chill, right? The second day, the swelling came. And it came pretty fast. And I was probably out to here. So like, this is my face, right? I don't know if you can see it on stream in the camera, but like if we're here, this is where my face is. It probably swelled out to here. Like all around, like my face became extremely rounded. It became heavy, and whenever I stood up, there was pressure because of how much swelling was in my face. And this was basically the phase where you start slapping ice cubes and ice packs on your face, because apparently ice helps with the swelling. Spoiler alert, it didn't help with the swelling for me, at least, at all. But I had this thing where it's basically a Velcro strap, kind of like Velcro straps for your shoes. Except for me, it was a Velcro strap for my head. And what you do is you put it, and you slide in the ice packs first. You slide in the ice packs into the middle. And then you put it up on your head, and then you can Velcro strap it. And then it just kind of sits there with the ice packs, and then your face gets extremely cold. And it actually fits your face pretty well, because normally I have a weird face, right? I have a weird face proportions. So normally it wouldn't fit me, but because of how much swelling I was going through, it morphed my face, so it actually hugged the Velcro strap actually exceptionally well. So it was a strange experience. I wasn't expecting it to work out that well. And then all of a sudden, we switched to heat. I don't know why we switched to heat. My mom was basically the person who was my care regimen. And she's like, all right, we're switching to heat now. And heat actually was really nice. Not because it helped my swelling at all, but I'm telling you, man, if you need to go to bed, get some heat, right? Get something that's really hot and just like throw it on your face. And it really just calms you down. It's kind of like your own personal sauna. It really made me calm for sleep. Sleep was a problem during my wisdom teeth. I forgot to talk about that too. One of the worst problems about my wisdom teeth removal was sleep itself. Because the problem is, all the pills, all the drugs, all the painkillers and stuff I've been taking, it only lasts for about 5 or 6 hours, and it's only the strongest after the 4 hours. So it starts to wane. And because it starts to wane, while I'm sleeping, I'm obviously not on top of my pill regimen. It wakes me up, and I have terrible sleep, right? So I end up waking up at 4 a.m., right? Because I go to bed at like 9 during this wisdom teeth extraction. I wake up at 4 a.m. to not like super sharp pain, right? But I definitely wake up to a throbbing sensation in all 4 corners of my mouth, and that's where the wisdom teeth extraction were, right? And I'm basically, wow, being strangled. Wait, can I avoid these? Wow, that's OP. And there's nothing I can do, right, with all 4 corners of my mouth, so I had to go downstairs and retake. What the? Go out of here, you stupid fly! Get out here! Got him! Oh my god! Look, I got him. Is that a mosquito?
So be it.
No, it's a fly. Hold on, I don't know if you can see it. It's on my remote. Bro, I got it. I got it. I don't even know if you can see it flying around. I hope you can see that. Let's go. Get out of here, bro. Bro, I'm like the Chinese kid. Or not. Oh my God, the Chinese kid. The karate kid with the chopsticks. That was impressive. Wow. I'm impressed I did that. But yeah, I end up waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning with a throbbing pain. Now, it's not terrible. It's more like a 6 on the pain scale. Just a throbbing pain. And I'm like, holy crap, I need to go downstairs. I have to go all the way downstairs with the pain and the swelling, take my pills, and then I go back to bed. And I'm just kind of sitting there because the pain's still there, right? I got to wait for the pills to digest. I have to wait for them to kick in, you know, it takes about 30 minutes. I'm just like kind of just sitting there like this. Oh, and I couldn't sleep. Dude, this was the worst thing about my wisdom teeth. I could not sleep at all on my face or on my belly. That annoyed the crap out of me because I've been conditioned basically my whole life. I just sleep on my stomach, right? But you can't do that with wisdom teeth because that puts too much pressure on whichever side of your face, right? Depending on which side you're sleeping on. And that puts too much pressure on the extraction sites. So the only way you could sleep with your wisdom teeth is if you are sort of upright on your back. And that's just how I spent my experience. And that was terrible, dude. That annoyed the crap out of me. So I end up eating and digesting the painkillers and Advil and Tylenol. Go back upstairs. And I'm just laying in the darkness because I know I can't sleep. So like my eyes are even open. I'm just chilling in the darkness, my eyes open. I don't remember if I pull out my phone and doom scroll again. I probably did, to be honest with you. But I know like I wasn't even trying to sleep. I'd give it like an hour or two. And then I go to bed. And then I wake up like 2 hours later and it's morning. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, screw it. We'll just start my day, I guess. And I go and I make breakfast and it just keeps going. And it didn't get better. In fact, it got even worse, sort of. On day 3, my swelling peaked. And have any of you ever seen, oh crap, what's his name, dude? From Family Guy, not Peter Griffin, but the other dude who has like the curvy face. I looked exactly like him. Quagmire. I looked exactly like Quagmire on day 3 of my wisdom teeth extraction. I was so swelled up, man. Like, there was no distinguishing differences between me and Quagmire's face on that day. It was a terrible experience. There was so much pressure. Like, it wasn't painful, right? It was just pressure. I felt pressure because of how much swelling. And my tongue, I basically couldn't even use my tongue or move my tongue. I couldn't do anything. And that's just how I lived my day and I lived my life and time. On day 4, it started getting better. The swelling went down. Day 5, swelling went down. Day 6, swelling went down. Day 7, I started incorporating food, like real food. I was on pudding, smoothies, soup for almost a whole week, and I started incorporating real food on day 7. Kind of like rice. What else did I eat? It was rice. It was softer foods. I know rice was a big one. And that tasted real good because I started craving it, right? The first 2 days, I didn't really mind not eating real solid food. But by day 3 and 4, I started feeling it. And by day 5 and 6, I needed it. So that rice definitely helped me out. And that was all good. And then like day 8 and 9, I was basically sort of back normal. I was like eating food, but cautiously. And I was also had killer bruising. I had like yellow bruising from here and here, like the main extraction sites of my body. The bottom wisdom teeth were the problem. The top wisdom teeth actually weren't that bad the whole surgery, other than the first day. But there was bruising in the bottom 2 sides of my face, all the way down to my collarbone and my neck. And that lasted for almost like 5 days. It was a really long time of just sitting there with the bruising. And then I thought I was out of the woods, right? I was taking my last antibiotics because you just eat the antibiotics until they're done. So I was eating the last antibiotics And then I thought it was good. I was like, yay, we did it.
Let me shed some light.
And then you know what happened? You will never believe it though. But this is what happened at the end of my wisdom teeth surgery. I was eating my antibiotics, and it turns out my whole stomach chemistry was out of whack. And one day, I was just sitting in my chair, probably playing World of Warcraft, right? Just doing my normal, unsuspecting daily schedule. I get up, right, because I need to go pee. I feel a tingling sensation. I need to go pee. I get up, and my underwear, they stick to the bottom of my butt. And I'm like, that's weird. I must be sweaty or something. That doesn't normally happen at all, right? But there has been times where I've been really sweaty, like after the gym or something, and my pants stuck to my butt, or my underwear stuck to my butt. So I wasn't that concerned. And then I put my hand back there to kind of free up my pants and stuff. And I notice it kind of brings poop particles with it. Like I could feel like solid poop and even like liquid poop just in my underwear. And then I rub my hand at the back of my butt. I smell it. And I literally pooped myself. I pooped myself and I didn't even know it. But that's not all, right? That is not even all. It turns out that whatever the crap I was going through was a withdrawal sequence of the painkillers paired with antibiotics ravaging my gut. So my gut had no bacteria to regulate my food. I was eating basically a soft diet the whole time, and I was on painkillers. Painkillers are basically, for those of you who don't know, especially narcotics, they make you basically constipated. You can't poop. So I was off my painkillers and my antibiotics. And because of that, I was experiencing the withdrawal symptoms. And I'm just sitting there and I pooped myself without even noticing. And I tell you, that was the largest cleanup session of my entire life. I literally sat there in the shower cleaning out my butthole because the poop and everything would just get lined across the walls, right, of my butt, and they wouldn't come out because it's not just like how you normally poop in the toilet, right, where most of the poop comes out. No, there was so much backed up poop that it started in the butthole and it ended up in my underwear, and not all of it came out. So I was literally just fishing poop out of my butt while I'm in the shower. And my underwear at this point, like, they're brown, right? Like I wear gray underwear. Inside of there, no, that whole bottom area is brown. It was a terrible experience. But not just that, right? That didn't just happen once. Literally one day later, I had somewhere to be. So I had to leave to go get allergy shots at 3:30. It is about 3 o'clock. I'm ready to go, and I'm about to leave to go get allergy shots. And I'm once again sitting in my chair playing World of Warcraft, thinking that the terrible experiences of my poop is done. Once again, I get up, pants, they stick to my butt. And that's when I knew, holy crap, I pooped myself again. So the first time I pooped myself, it was at night. So I was like, oh, okay, that must just be a weird nighttime bacteria diarrhea thing. That sucks, but it is what it is. But now I know, holy crap, this has to do with my wisdom teeth, because I pooped myself in the middle of the day. And then I remembered, when was the last time I actually took a real poop during my wisdom teeth extraction? And honestly, I couldn't remember. I think I was constipated my whole wisdom teeth extraction. And for those of you who do not know, that was a week-long process. So I was constipated for about a week. I didn't really have a real poop for about a week. And it just all came out on those 2 days. On those 2 days, just all came out. Ruined 2 pairs of underwear. I had to sit in the shower for literally 15 minutes, just not clean anything out but my butt. I had to get a wash rag and dig up in there and try to like scrape it all out. The entirety of the water wasn't clear. The water was brown and black because of the poop particles. It was a terrible experience. By far, it beats literally everything else about the wisdom teeth except the first day. The first day was terrible. Every other day, that poop absolutely beats it for the worst, because truly I felt embarrassed. I felt like I had no power, right? Because if you don't even have power over your bowel system, how the crap are you supposed to function in life? And I was scared that I'd just be standing around like in public, right, talking to somebody, and then it just all lets loose, because I'm sure I smell terrible, because like I said, I put my hand back there and I sniffed my hand and I smelled absolutely terrible, and I was just scared that would happen in public and I would just become a laughing stock. So I just ended up hauling up in my house and only leaving for special appointments only for like a solid week, just to make sure I don't poop myself anymore. And it actually worked. It actually completely worked. All of my bowel movements came back to normal eventually, and I didn't end up having that episode again. I don't know what it was, right? I don't entirely know what it was. I actually chat GPT'd it because I was getting extremely scared, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want to go talk to my family doctor and say, hey, I pooped myself twice in a row. I didn't even want to do that. So I typed in the chat GPT, and it said like it's a fecal secretion. So what happens is your poop inside your colon gets so hard, right? And it doesn't want to come out, that it hits the wall of your butthole, right? It hits the wall of your anus, and it can't escape. But your anus actually makes your poop liquidy and soft, and it actually secretes out. And that is what ChatGPT said. ChatGPT said it was like that type of secretion. I don't know, right? I don't even know what it was. Who knows what it was? It fixed itself on its own. And now I'm just telling you guys, just some absolute strangers about it. So yeah, that was the worst part about my wisdom teeth extraction, when I pooped myself. Not about anything else, like not the pain, not the swelling, just when I pooped myself twice. It was scary. Would not want to go through that again. And yeah, that's about it. Maybe that'll help other people out too. I learned basically to never take those antibiotics, and I don't know what caused it, right? There's so many things. It was probably a perfect storm of everything, because I was basically on a liquid-based diet for a week. I was on an extremely strong dose of an antibiotic, and I was on 3 of them a day. And then I was on painkillers that make you constipated for a long time, to be honest with you. So it was probably a perfect storm of all those things coming together, just ravaging my insides. The strange thing about it is I started feeling more full. I was wondering what was going on, because on the first few days of my surgery, I was drinking a lot, right? I was about to say I was eating, but technically I was drinking a lot. I was drinking a lot of smoothies. I was drinking a lot of soup because I was hungry, right? I was hungry and I just wanted to get through all of it. But over time, I actually stopped drinking and eating as much. And I was like, oh, this is weird. Maybe the pills are suppressing my appetite. But I think what happened was I was so constipated that nothing, and I mean literally nothing, was coming out. Because normally when you're constipated, you have rabbit turds, right? They're like this big poops compared to like the normal size. And because of that, you're normally supposed to bring out something. So it was just backed up in my system, and it was causing my hunger to be suppressed. So I just wasn't eating anything. And you don't really think about it, right? You're not like, when was the last time I took a nice poop, right? When was the last time I took a nice number 2? No, I mean, you don't really think about that at all. So it was just weird. It was weird. It was such a weird, I wasn't expecting it, right? Like when you go into wisdom teeth surgery, what's not on your bingo card is bowel problems. But now I know, like, in the future to maybe avoid that antibiotic or avoid something else, because I'm telling you, like, you just don't understand. It just wouldn't stop coming out, man. Like I would clean out my butthole and there'd just be so much more. Like, but yeah, and then that was it. That was the last symptoms of my wisdom teeth. Then I got basically back to normal. My jaw was tight, right? My jaw was incredibly tight because they had to leave it open the whole time, right? When they were working on my jaw, they had to leave it open and like way beyond its natural state for 45 minutes straight, and then the swelling itself messed up my jaw. So my jaw was really stiff, and I had to end up doing like jaw exercises like this.
Charge me with your power.
Like every single day for, I don't know, maybe 3 times a day. And I would do that. It would hurt, right? Because it's basically stretching out my whole jaw that doesn't normally get stretched. And then luckily my jaw functions are back to normal. I mean, it's a little hard still. Like if I go all the way out, it's a little hard, but I'm sure that will go away with time. It's been almost a month. There's still holes in my head. The holes have not healed, but we are basically back to normal, like as to normal as you can get, right? From when I started. But yeah, it was about a week and a half. It wasn't as bad as people were saying pain wise. It was a heavy inconvenience with my life, but pain wise it wasn't that bad at all, except for the first day. The first day was terrible, and I don't know, I feel like the problem was, and this was dumb, dude, this was one of the main problems about my wisdom teeth extraction and my wisdom teeth recovery. So the doc prescribed me, you know, pain medication, Advil, Tylenol, and the antibiotics. So we swing by the pharmacy. The pharmacy is like a 5-minute drive max from the dentist. So we swing by my pharmacy to go pick up my pain meds and stuff. So they're like, yeah, that's the first place you go. The first place you go is to go get your pain meds. We swing up there. We're like, yo, pain meds? Question mark. And they're like, no. And then it turns out like the doctor and Aspen Dental and all of them, they didn't send me the pain meds. Like they didn't prescribe them yet. Like apparently they was just on a piece of paper, but they didn't actually send them to my pharmacy. So by the time we got to the pharmacy didn't have them ready. So we had to end up call Aspen Dental in real time. Man, mind you, I'm literally bleeding out, right? Like there's blood coming out of my mouth. And my mom, the driver, had to call Aspendell and be like, yo, where's this dude's pain medicine at? He's literally bleeding out right next to me, blood coming out of his mouth. He's in so much pain. Yo, give him some pain medicine. And they're like, oh yeah, silly me, we forgot to send it to your pharmacy. We'll go do that real quick. And so then they send it there. And then we're sitting around for like another 30 minutes because now the pharmacy has to process the order and all that stuff. You're supposed to do all this before, like during the surgery. You're supposed to do all this during the surgery. So then by the time the pharmacy is done, you're also done, so then it synchronizes nicely. So we're just sitting in the parking lot of my pharmacy for like 30 minutes. The pain's starting to come on, right? Because the IV sedation and all the other stuff they hot me up on is expiring, and I'm starting to feel the pain. I'm starting to feel the tingling sensation, the numbing. I'm like, where's my pain pills? Where's my pain pills? Like I'm starting to experience just pain delirious, like delusion from the pain. And then eventually we got him. But by the time we got home, that's when I finally took him, because we couldn't take him in the car because I couldn't detect if I swallowed the pills or not. Like I didn't know. My whole throat was numb, my face was numb, my mouth was numb. I couldn't tell if the pills got swallowed or not. So I just couldn't take him in the car. My mom had to like literally look into my mouth and be like, oh yeah, the pills are gone, in order to actually take them. So by the time I actually took my pain pills and stuff, I was done, right? Like it was a solid 2 to 3 hours after the procedure, and that's why there was so much pain. That honestly all could have been avoided if my dentist would have well, actually no, it wasn't my dentist. To give credit where credit due, it was actually my oral surgeon, which I don't know, first time meeting the oral surgeon, probably last time meeting the oral surgeon as well, but it was the oral surgeon who I actually was talking to and who would prescribe the stuff. So it wasn't my dentist. But anyway, all of that could have been avoided if my oral surgeon would have prescribed it earlier. So it obviously would have even been an even better recovery other than the poop situation.
Perhaps you can
Oh yeah.
be used to us after all. As my master once said,
A lot of people are like, oh, good luck, man. You're going to have a miserable experience. And I wouldn't say it was miserable, just I got a lot of Xbox gaming done. I got a lot of just scrolling on my phone. I mean, it was like, if you don't have anything else planned, right, and you're ready to be inconvenienced and you like soft foods, it's honestly like a top tier surgery. It's just, you kind of just sit around. Every once in a while you get some pills and stuff. It's just more inconveniencing than anything, but it was fine. you are kind of screwed if you have anything scheduled. Like, I would wait a whole week before doing anything else outside the house other than like maybe doctor's appointments or follow-up appointments, because you can, like, I could have done anything. Like, I probably even could have like worked or went to school after like the second day, but it wouldn't have been fun and I would have been heavily swollen. So, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was a weird experience. And I mean, what's nice is now I can yap to people, right? Because when people be like, hey, I'm about to get my wisdom teeth taken out, I'm gonna be like, yo, now I can give you my experience. I can bring up the obligatory, this is my experience getting my wisdom teeth taken out. Because like the thing with wisdom teeth, right, is there's no uniform surgery except for wisdom teeth. Like almost everybody, at least in America, gets their wisdom teeth taken out. So everybody can just go through the rite of passage, you know what I mean? It was like the last rite of passage I needed to do to become, I guess, an adult. Like I already graduated high school at that point. I was graduated for about a month at that point. I guess I don't have a job yet, but I'm about to go to college. I mean, like, I'm almost through all the rites of passage that most people go through, and then it's just bleh, you know what I mean? I guess 21 would be the last rite of passage. It's gonna be weird, man. It's gonna be weird when the uniformity of life changes, because almost everybody can give you advice on high school, right? Because everybody went through high school. But once when I'm in college, people are only gonna be allowed to give me general advice, or only those inside my major. And then after that, like after college, nobody's really going to be able to give you advice in a job because each corporate environment's different. So that's going to be weird. That's going to be extremely strange. And I don't really know what else to say there. I'm not, well, I guess I have mixed feelings about college. I'm sure everybody does. Like, part of me is excited, part of me is stressed to flip out, and the other part of me just wants to have a longer summer break. One of the perks about my college is, and I wouldn't even call it a perk, right, because I'm sure this is completely unintended by college, is I end up getting an extra 2 weeks of breaks, because I'm pretty sure the first day of school is August the 5th if I was going to high school. August the 5th would have been the first day of school if I was going to high school still. Instead, the first day of college is all the way down here to the 24th. So we're way better this year, right? We're way better. We get 3 more weeks of breaks, or yeah, 3 more weeks of summer break, and I'm just enjoying life more. I get 3 months instead of 2.5 months, basically. That's what's really nice about it. So that's a perk about my college. All right, now we can, we're actually going through this pretty smoothly. How many of these have we done? I've been on like full autopilot. I think we've done what, 2 so far? 3? I need to eat for some more mana. I'll let them get ahead of me. Yeah, I don't even know how many we've done. I think we've done 3 or 4 celestial dungeons. So not bad, actually. We're on a pretty good grind. I feel higher energy than yesterday. I don't really know what happened yesterday. I don't know why I was so like groggy and tired. I can't really tell you. That's weird. But today I feel better. Today I feel more amped up. Today I feel more alert, feel more active. Yesterday the thoughts just weren't coming to me, right? Like, I just had nothing to say. Like, you know when you're ever talking to your friends and then you just blank out, and then when you come back to the conversation, you're just stunned. Like, you have nothing else to say. You're just like, yeah, I just had nothing to say. Like, even in World of Warcraft, I couldn't even like commentate what I was saying. I was just knocked out cold, basically, but I was still awake. It was a weird, I don't know what went on. Oh, dude, why did this dude pull? Oh my god, bro. Bro literally pulled all of the mobs. Like, you couldn't just go around. Like, come on, dude. Like, don't be a doofus, man. Like, bro was actually a doofus. Oh, and I killed a fly this stream, bro. Dude, I've been on like insane autopilot. Sometimes, like, this is a weird with streaming. It's also weird. I think this happens with all things in life. You end up Like some days you end up just not even noticing, right? So like, for example, when I'm at the gym, I look down at my gym progress because I'm at the gym. I do cardio, so my cardio sessions are measured in minutes, not reps. So I look down at the timer and I'm like, holy crap, only 5 more minutes left? I already did 25 minutes of the elliptical? What? And then some other days I look down and I'm like, holy crap, I've only done 2 minutes of the elliptical. Are you kidding me? So some days, you know, you feel up and you feel like you're gunning for it, right? You feel like you're ready. You're ready to accomplish anything for that day, and you are so locked in that once 1 minute goes by, it feels like 1 hour. Or no, 1 hour goes by, it feels like
my body and the monastery as well.
1 hour goes by, it feels like 1 minute. Holy crap. How did I not get that analogy? There we go. And then other days, it feels like you're just slugging along. That's what it has to be with streaming too. Like sometimes I'm just talking, I'm yapping, and then already an hour's went by. I'm like, holy crap, an hour's went by. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, only 15 minutes of streaming. Hey, that's an upgrade. That's how it goes for me. And I think yesterday was just one of those bad days of streaming. Oh, what I forgot to do was I forgot to stream as a YouTube short. That's my bad. I always forget, like, now YouTube has a feature where you can turn your YouTube short into, or you can turn your stream into a YouTube short. So then YouTube short viewers who are scrolling by can accidentally land on your screen, well, on your screen as well, but also on your stream. And they count, I guess, like they share views. I actually don't know how important that is, because who the heck watches YouTube short live streams? Like, I don't really understand what the point of that is, to be honest with you. I literally don't understand why YouTube's doing that, because what YouTube does, it just takes like the middle of your screen, which even for like an IRL video, like an IRL stream, that also doesn't even make any sense. So I don't know what the crap YouTube was smoking when they thought it would be a good idea to do that. I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't cost them that many resources or something, but I don't think that helps with discoverability at all. Also, did I not win the ring? That sucks. Yeah, at least in my opinion, I don't think that helps with discoverability. I think it just ends up being a waste of time and resources for YouTube and the content creator. But I could be wrong. Like maybe, like the only way it would work, because I don't think you can adjust how it works. Because for Twitch, you can have a stacked view. And what a stacked view is, you can choose what's going to be at the bottom of the screen, and the stuff at the bottom of the screen would be the gameplay and whatever else you're doing. And then you can have the other view, which would normally be the webcam view that goes on top. But on YouTube, I don't think you can choose where everything goes. I think you're just stuck. You're stuck with whatever card they dealt you, which is really dumb. And I don't know why you can't move them around. Like, Twitch has them beat on that front. Twitch doesn't even have a vertical streaming section. Because if it's only locked to the middle of your screen, like seriously, I can't imagine a stream where being only on the middle of your screen is good. I guess maybe like a FPS game, like even World of Warcraft, only having this much of your screen be taken, like only the middle. That's like not enough context for the game. Like you don't even know like if the creator's being dumb and they walked into those mobs, or the mobs walked into them, because you can't even see the whole screen. On an FPS, like maybe, but even on an FPS, like you might get sniped from somebody clear over here, right? And you wouldn't be able to see that. So I think it's just an odd feature. I think it needs more polishing. I think that's what YouTube's doing. I think YouTube rolled it out and then they're looking for suggestions and stuff like that. Because I think ultimately, I mean, it could be good, because YouTube is effectively 2 platforms, right? You have the short platform and then you have like the video platform. And what YouTube's trying to do is to bring symbiosis and to bridge the 2 together, which I think is a good idea. But I feel like there's a better way to implement it. And I don't know, like, do people watch live streams like on their phones in vertical format? Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know that many people actually watch live streams on their phone in vertical format. Because like that's a really long time, right? Because I can see people like pulling out their phone swiping through like 10 Instagram reels and then doing something else. I can't really imagine somebody sitting down on their phone watching a 2-hour YouTube short live stream. I can't really imagine that. I feel like that only helps people who have auto scroll on and fall asleep. You know what I mean? That's like the only people I can imagine, because I've had people like that. I would post a YouTube short and it would do pretty bad. And then all of a sudden I have like the watch hour on that YouTube short spikes. And I'm like, yes, people are starting to like my content. And then I actually look at why it spiked. And of course, literally somebody fell asleep, probably because somebody watched the YouTube short, a 30-second YouTube short, for 2 hours. So I mean, it's great for people to fall asleep, right? Like somebody puts their phone down and then falls asleep. I mean, I could see that being good for the streamers because, you know, especially on YouTube, or especially on live streams, the longer you hold viewers, the more valuable your stream is. But at the same exact time, for people that are awake, because that doesn't benefit YouTube. If you're asleep watching YouTube, YouTube doesn't really benefit from that, because if YouTube runs an ad, you're asleep. Although Brave New World taught me that you can do subliminal messaging while you're asleep. Like there was that one page in that chapter that said every single time the kids go to bed, the little jukebox plays "The longest river in Egypt is the Nile River." And then when the instructor would ask the kids, what is the longest river in Egypt, they would say the Nile. So maybe if you end up playing ads while you're sleeping on YouTube, just maybe that's YouTube's grand plan to take a book out of the Brave New World and try to mind control people, essentially, into buying their products. Maybe that's way more engagement. Maybe that is what YouTube's doing with live streams. Somebody's watching a live stream, they fall asleep, and then YouTube plays them an ad, and then subliminally in their mind, they have go buy McDonald's or something, or whatever advertiser is advertising on YouTube at that time. Maybe that's how it's working. Maybe YouTube's secretly planning a huge advertiser boost. Bro, YouTube is a genius. I don't even know if that works, right? Because first off, Brave New World is a fiction dystopia book. So whatever I'm referencing, right, may not even exist, right? Like the technology might not even be there, the science might not even be there for it to even make any sense. Like, and I didn't even read the whole Brave New World. I literally only read up to 5 chapters, and I was like, this book is garbage, the language is garbage, and then I'd like just chucked it out my window. I was like, I ain't having all of that. But I don't know, I feel like that makes sense, because I feel like there's a lot of studies, right, where if you go to bed with headphones and you have positive messaging, your next day actually becomes better. Like if you have a bunch of positive messaging when you go to bed, like, I can do this, I'm great, you are the best, and it's in your voice, and you go to bed and it's like really quiet, right? So you have enough to go to bed, like it's not sleep disturbing. Then you actually wake up the next day more confident because of the subliminal messaging that you've been telling yourself while you were sleeping. I think that actually YouTube might be onto something right there with advertisers. Like, we might have thought they were useless, but like subliminally it might be huge. And maybe that's what YouTube's going for. Maybe YouTube's going for YouTube shorts on the live stream so people fall asleep often, and then the creator, they can keep blasting ads on the creator's page more reliably than every single time a YouTube short auto swipes. You know, I should have read Brave New World. Like, part of me wants to go back and read Brave New World, because looking back on it, it seems like an important book, because I feel like that's where society's going. Because I got enough from Brave New World, right? Because Brave New World in 1984, they're like two sides of the coin, right? You have 1984, where the government suppresses its citizens through mass surveillance and them always watching to make sure that basically no one steps out of line. And then you have Brave New World, which is the exact opposite of government suppression, where you will be so satisfied with the trivial things in life that you will never think to even look at the injustices in your life. And I never read either of them. I never read 1984 or Brave New World, but it seems like Brave New World is more accurate of where life's going, right? Because you have everybody scrolling on YouTube Shorts, scrolling on Instagram Reels, scrolling, browsing the internet. And there is government surveillance, but it definitely seems like people are more attuned to pleasure than surveillance. At least from what I've seen. But yeah, I mean, and it feels like Brave New World. Well, I guess Brave New World was so out of whack though. Like the way Brave New World started was terrible, man. Like Brave New World was talking about how like babies were genetically modified to be inferior, so they like do the hard labor, and then you have other babies that are genetically modified to be superior, and they did like the thinking jobs and all that stuff, and how society was all around great and yada yada yada. And I was like, holy crap, what the crap is this science fiction? Like I feel like it was really far out there. We were forced to read it in 11th grade. Well, we weren't forced to. The advanced class, they read the book in 11th grade, and I just didn't read the book because how it ended up working in my, I guess, curriculum is that Brave New World was the last book that I had to read. But I had like a 98% in the class overall, and because I had a 98% in the class overall, I literally didn't have a need to read Brave New World because I could fail every single test in the class and still pass the class with an A. Even if I don't read Brave New World. And I wasn't liking the book. I actually liked most of the books. Like I really liked Fahrenheit 451, I believe that was the title. I really liked Fahrenheit 451. I didn't like Okwonako, All Falls Down. Slaughterhouse 5, it was a hit and miss. Cat's Cradle was interesting. Like overall, I didn't mind most of the books I read in my college English class. I just was not connecting with Brave New World at all. It just didn't make sense to me. What really threw me off, and this was a line in Brave New World that made me just quit the book and just take the F, is I'm sitting here and I'm reading through the book, and I think it was like page 40 something. And I'm reading through the book, and the kids, they're all dancing around in the circle. These kids, they're maybe 7 or 8 years old, and they're singing around in the circle, and they're singing Orgy Porgy, Orgy Porgy, Orgy Porgy. And yes, it's that orgy. It's the orgy you're thinking of. And I'm in my head, I'm like, what kind of sick, demented book is this? These are 7 and 8 year olds dancing around in the circle saying Orgy Porgy, Orgy Porgy. That just threw me the flip off with Brave New World and just made me want to put the book down, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. But I get, like, now I get what they were talking about. Now that I've read more synopsises and more connections to Brave New World, the government was suppressing its citizens through pleasure, right? The one thing that the government doesn't really care about, right? Like sex and, you know, expression like that. They don't really care about that. They will allow you to have, they'll throw you a bone, basically. They'll throw you a bone. They'll allow you to have pleasure and everything that you have. I need to ring the gong, by the way.
Warriors, trample these weaklings, crush them.
Yeah, they'll basically suppress you through all the pleasure because you're so happy and content with your perceived lives that you never think about the injustices of just living life in general, because you have all the toys and treats that you ever need. It's an interesting philosophy, and I wish I did read it some more, because I don't know, my friends always make this joke: north, northeast, east, northwest. And I know it has to do with like some type of ending of the book, but I never did read it, and they all did because I don't know, they wanted to. They also had high grades, but I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't have been reading that book in 11th grade. I feel like that should have been like a high school 12th grade book. I feel like that it would have connected with me more at that point, but even then it probably wouldn't have. I don't know. I liked Animal Farm. I read Animal Farm. I actually liked Animal Farm pretty well. There's a lot of dystopian books. I feel like dystopian books, they kind of hit the mark, but not really. I feel like they go too far out. And maybe that's what they're for. Maybe they're supposed to be too far out to the point where people can discredit them. But I feel like Animal Farm's really not that far out. But 1984 is definitely way too far out from the norm. And same with Brave New World. But I mean, their overarching themes is interesting. I don't know.
That was fun, wasn't it? Leon, no. Go look
Oh,
at
I
our
know
friends
what
down
also messed me up. I was starting to get a flow in Brave New World because it was a unified narrator, kind of just like an omnipotent narrator who knew everything. And then instantly they would switch to first person with the protagonist and I'm assuming the other people just talking back and forth. But they would talk so sporadically that I couldn't tell who was saying what. And it just threw me off. Like, it's just like the book was really old, right? The book is extremely old. We were reading classics, right? So the books were extremely old, but at the same exact time, you could have got better writing. Like, the overall theme is probably why it's considered a classic, but like, in my opinion, the writing of the book, at least in the early chapters, was butt garbage, dude. And I read a lot of books. Like, I powered through a lot of books. My least favorite book of all time is Frankenstein. Like, I read all of Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's version, the classic. I hated Frankenstein. I hated Frankenstein. I hated the first chapter, and I hated the last chapter. The only part of Frankenstein that I liked is the middle chapter, when it's actually talking about the monster. Because I thought the monster's character arc, I guess that's what you can call it, right? Character arc. I feel like the monster's character arc was actually pretty nice, in my opinion. Also, wow, that dude just charged in there and died. It's weird about me talking about books, right? You'll never see me or hear me talk about books probably ever again, right? I don't read. Like, I don't read books at all. The only reason why I read Animal Farm, Frankenstein, Brave New World, sort of, Slaughterhouse 5, Catcher in the Rye. The only reason I read these books is because I had to for my English class. I probably will never read these books ever again. I'll probably never read any book ever again. Because I won't, because I'm not going to English, so like I'm never gonna be able to forcefully read a book ever again. I don't know, books just, I got beefs with books, man. They just seem boring to me. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, this is just boring. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's just nothing fun about books most of the time. Like, the only time in my life that a book actually gripped me was Fahrenheit 451. And it took me a couple of pages. Like, the beginning sucked, in my opinion. The beginning of Fahrenheit 451 was garbage. But then it got good, and then the ending was terrible. Also, I don't know what's going on here. Like, the boss keeps healing. I don't know why the boss keeps healing. And I don't really know what to do here, but maybe we'll be fine now. He seems to be fine now. I think this Korkron Farseal kept healing him, and nobody targeted the Korkron Farseal except me. My army will crush you. Yeah. Gotta get some August Stone Clusters. Alright, we'll go Blink. We'll try to get these little dudes off me. Oh, Pacify. Wait, what the crap? What is that? That's like lay on hands, right? Or what's it? Do we have a paladin? I forgot what passive. What's pacification do? You can't pacification makes it so you can't hit anything, right? I think. I don't even know. Pacifying is interesting though. I haven't seen pacification ever. I guess there's not that many paladins in this Pandaria Classic. I can't believe we almost beat this game, by the way. Also, oh, I need to look for rep grinds. If there's a Black Prince rep grind, then we need to look for it. Because we need to get up to Exalted. It's going to take a while. Also, I need to get some more mana, so we'll eat up. I always forget about those stupid little scorpion things, or I guess drill scorpion things that come out. So annoying. But it's fine. All right, we can go up here now. Ooh, let's lose some stuff. You know what would be nice if the BOE, epic BOE drops? There is a chance that an epic BOE can drop. I mean, I don't think it'll be worth anything. I had it drop the first week and it was baller, man. I got so much good stuff. It was great. Okay. Actually, let's pull the boss. I mean, I think we're fine to pull the boss. Let's go. You may have come past the bridge. Build the bridge. I will fail where Avalok could not. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're making great progress on Celestial Dungeons. I guess, yeah, we have 8 of the Secrets of the First Empire. What is extremely annoying is that, wow, I'm stuck, is that I can't, I need to go cash in my justice points too. Is I have to remember to loot the boss, because if I don't loot the last boss, then I just lose everything. And that's extremely annoying, and I need to remember to loot. Because it won't get sent to my mailbox for some reason, even though I think it should. What's this? Oh! I get hit and haste. I think that's actually an upgrade then, because I get more haste. And actually, I lose spirit, so I don't even need spirit. So yeah, it's a big upgrade. I think I'm going to need on this as well. Because I need tier gear. To see if my... Is my tier gear even good this season? Arcane missiles is a 50% chance to not consume arcane missiles. Okay. I feel like arcane missiles isn't that strong though, is it? I feel like arcane missiles is kind of garbage. At least from what I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm using arcane missiles wrong. It could honestly be doing that wrong too. Okay, what we gotta do is we got to... I'm gonna queue up, and then I'm gonna try to just blitz over to the Justice Master. Oh wait, no, the Justice Master is an Orgrimmar, so I think we're good on that front. There goes all the calm music. Do the Orgrimmar music, the Horde music. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. Or just no music. Yeah, we don't get any music. Okay, I see how it goes. Bum. There we go. Bum bum. Yeah, we can buy some more heirlooms. I don't know why there's only a 4,000 cap. It's really annoying. Like, there's no cap on Valor. It's like 12,800. Like, you're never gonna hit that.
What can I help you with?
It should be something outrageous too. I guess we'll just buy that. Can I buy anything else? It's like really... So I can like use all my Valor. The more Valor I can use, the better. Yeah, I'll buy it this, sure.
Go.
That's most of my justice gone.
Brings you here.
Okay, while we're here, we'll put that on. That's an upgrade. Do we have any other upgrades in here? No. Okay, I need to go to the vendor. I need to talk to the vendor And the vendor will be like, yo, you want to trade in that tier gear for some tier pieces or tier pieces for some tier gear? I'm like, heck yeah. And then it's going to do that. So we'll turn that in. Not really sure what's taking the loading screen so long. I have like an NVMe M.2 SSD. So it'd be way faster than this, but what the crap is that? Oh, okay. I thought that was an NPC. Hey, I was just in a group with that guy. Wow. A small world. This is like how many people play World of Warcraft, Miss Pandaria. Not many that you can just run into them. Okay. So what we're gonna do here. Oh, wait, no, you're not what I want. I want the raid vendor.
Yo.
Yo. Like, yeah, dude. I want to exchange my hands. Yes. Nice. Yeah, keep it real. Nice. I think that's my last piece. No, I need trinkets, don't I? Yeah, some trinkets I could need. And I think that's about it. Let's talk to you. You should have boots for me or cloak. Probably a cloak. Yeah, a cloak is good. Yeah, okay. Hit and haste or mastery and spirit? Obviously hit and haste. Oh, how many mastery do you get now? Okay, yeah, hit and haste. That's good. 541. This should help out with the Black Prince rep grind immensely. And then, I don't know, I really want to do Siege of Orgrimmar. Are there any raids? No. I mean, I already know that. I like... Why even check?
Well met.
Bum, 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 bum.
Farewell.
Heroic vendor. Yeah, there's just like nothing here for me that's actually useful. I have my tier set again. It's not really that good. Like, it's just built around arcane missiles. In my opinion, arcane missiles isn't that good. I feel like arcane missiles is like dumb. Let's see here. I guess we should honestly skip doing Timeless Isle stuff because Timeless Isle stuff doesn't give me Black Prince rep except for the world bosses. Instead, we should just, I guess, grind the Isle of Thunder, which sucks because I don't like the Isle of Thunder. But then again, I have way better gear now. Like, I should be fine. Like, the only thing that's holding me back really now is, I think, my trinkets, right? Yeah. Yeah, I even have a new necklace, so we should be fine on that front. Just do these rares? I guess the rares give me toys, but I don't really want the toys. Keep going. Because we already have bonus rolls. We already have everything we need. All right, let's go. Yeah, I've been really putting off doing Black Prince reputation because it's just not gonna be fun, man. It's literally just gonna be mindless grinding. Like Black Prince reputation is literally just mindless grinding, and it's gonna suck to actually go through with it. We all have to do what we have to do. These other clans aren't worthy of your time, my king. Clan Arthur will show them how it's done. This is all even the gods give me the Kobu. What a deep voice this dude has. I don't even know what the point this guy is. Like, I don't even know who Zin the Weapon Master is. I don't even know what the point of this dungeon is. I know what the point of almost every single dungeon is in Miss Pandaria, except this one. Oh, and the Scarlet Monastery / Skull of Mance, but I think they just revamped that and threw it in there for fun. Because like Siege of Nazola Tempu, that's because the Mantid are coming in, they're trying to beat up the place. Gaia Senti's son, once again, Mantid are coming in, beating up the place. Temple of the Jade Serpent, that's because the Shah of Doubt. Storms out Brewery, that's because Chen storms out, wanted to say hello to his cousin or whatever. No, it's his uncle, I think. This is probably the fastest dungeon that we can do, I think. For the Shaopan Monastery, Tan and Zhu became morphed with the Shah of Hatred. I mean, I know all of these. And Arthak. What is? Oh wait, no. We need to put the translucent background onto. There we go. Now I can read more things. But yeah, what else was there to talk about? I talked about my wisdom teeth. I could talk about my florification, but I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it was pretty much a standard florification. Not much to talk about. There's just a lot of going to the beach. Oh, we saw a sea turtle nest. We walk up and down the beach every morning and evening for that great exercise and just having fun. And on our last day, we found a sea turtle nest. Well, sort of. How it works in Florida is the Coast Guard has volunteers. They walk up and down the beach every single morning. And I guess one of them found a sea turtle nest, or maybe even a sea turtle planting their eggs. And then the Coast Guard comes through and they securely put sand over the eggs, you know, make it all even so nobody like falls in it or steps in it. And then they put these big posts up here being like, sea turtle nest, keep out. $500 fine, 5,000, I remember. They're endangered species. And they would just sit there and be like, yo, this place is off limits until the sea turtle hatchlings hatch. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. First time ever seeing a sea turtle nest. Kind of. I mean, it was under sand and stuff, but that was pretty cool. And we also go to Gator Beach, which is just a place where you can feed alligators. That was pretty cool. Feeding alligators is always pretty cool. You throw down I guess it's kind of like a makeshift fishing pole. It's just a string on a stick. You throw it down there. There's like 60 alligators. They're all just chilling. They're all saying hello. And, you know, bonk them on the head with the food, and they're like, oh, it's food. And then they eat it. And then sometimes they don't let go. Then you have to, like, reel it back up. But that was pretty fun. I held an alligator, took a picture with it. They had, like, a few alligators and tanks and stuff to look at. I don't know. It was it's always a fun time. That's tradition. We went on a dolphin cruise. Saw a few wild dolphins, but it was just cruising the ocean. That was pretty fun, too. It goes pretty fast, man. It goes pretty fast. That, I guess, what do you call it? Like, I guess, how do you call it? You call it a boat? I guess, is it a boat? Like, it's not like a super big boat, but yeah, I guess it's still a boat, even if it's small. It was like a smaller cruise boat. It went pretty fast on the water through the harbor, and yeah, I saw some dolphins. And then after that, I mean, we went to Gulfarium. That was pretty fun. We had to drive about, I don't know, 30 minutes to get to the Gulfarium, but that was pretty cool. There was some dolphin shows where the dolphins would come out of the water, get perfectly vertical, and then use their tail fins to go across the water like that. That was actually a pretty impressive feat and a pretty impressive way they trained. Same thing with some seals and some sea lions. Both of them were doing their thing, doing their training. Watch their shows. And then other than that, I mean, we saw a bunch, and I mean a bunch of cool sea life. I mean, that place was probably the best part of Florida. Then we just ate some really good seafood and really, really good beach time, just staying on vacation. And it was fun. It was definitely really fun. It just sucks because there's not really much to talk about, really. The drive sucked because we drive to Florida, we don't fly, so we just end up hating ourselves for the whole 18-hour drive. Actually, I don't know how long it is. I think it's like 15 hours. We moved up north during 7th grade, so it's actually probably more now. It's probably more than 12 hours, so I think we added 3 hours, so now it's like 15 hours. It was pretty bad. It's not a fun experience. I kind of wish we did drive. Also, I forgot to get off there. Dang it. Holy crap, I'm a dingus. I'm just so morphed into my monologue that I forgot to get off. We'll wait. We'll come back up. It'll be fine. But yeah, first time we went to Florida in 6 years. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Flying would be better, but still, it's pretty nice. It hurts my back. And I know everything hurts my back, but like the car ride sucks. Bro, interrupt that. The car ride just breaks my back because I'm like forced to be leaned forward because car seats aren't that comfortable and are not made for 6'2". No, please don't close the door. No, wait for me. Oh my god. Do I have to fight this guy now? Holy crap. Bro, what? Okay, luckily he's almost dead. Oh, and I can pop my big guy. I guess I gotta fight this dude too. I'm on a side quest. I gotta fight the two. Oh, I can just get hit. I can get hit through the wall. That's crazy. Oh my god. What a scam. How's that gonna get hit through the wall, but I can't hit him through the wall? Please tell me how that's fair. Keyword. It's not. My might is endless. I'll just wait for him to die. And that'll be number 10. We are halfway through after we kill this guy. Halfway through the Black Prince grinding part. And then we had to do the rep grind. I don't know how it's gonna work too, because like it's best in a group. But then again, with my gear, I might be able to start soloing. Because what you just do is just run around in circles on the Throne of Thunder. Just keep going, run round. And eventually you're good. And eventually you can just grind them all down and then they respawn pretty quickly. Bro, I don't need any of this. Literally nothing. How's it never any trinkets dropping, man? I still haven't found a caster trinket, which is pretty insane to me. All right, there we go. 10 out of 20, halfway done. So what we done? I don't know how many I've had. I don't know how many of the celestial dungeons I started with, so I can't tell. But I think we have done 5 of them. I think we've done 5 celestial dungeons so far. So I think we're gaming. We're ready. And then once we're done with this part, we should have enough gear to do the rep grind. I was hoping there was just going to be like a Black Prince rep grind group going on, but I don't see any. We can also go to the Isle of Thunder. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Isle of Thunder to see if there's just like any other groups like doing it that are not advertising. And I'm just going to like start yelling at them saying invite and hope that they invite me. That always works sometimes. So we'll see how that goes. And if there's not any groups, then I guess I'll just do it myself. I mean, you get it over time. Like you probably, by doing the Throne of Thunder dailies, which is what I'm going to do, you'll probably get it within a decent time. But what I need to do is I need to just get rid of everything. Yeah, we'll get rid of all of these quests because what we need, oh, not those guys. We'll need those obviously. Because what we need is free quest slots to do the Throne of Thunder stuff. Wow, King Bramblestaff, Ken? Wow, Karasan Wilds, that's crazy. I guess that's back when I was questing. Man, when was the last time I checked out these things? Oh, I should have went to the Timeless Isle and completed those 2 quests because now I'm gonna have those on me, but it's fine. Hold on. We'll go through, but not right now. Landfall, holy crap. Yeah, I have just Dominance Offensive quests. I guess that's what they're called, right? Dominance Offensive? Dominance Offensive? Yeah, 8 out of 25. I guess this should be enough. We can keep some in our quest log. I don't know why there is a quest limit, to be honest with you. It would make it so much easier if I didn't have to delete quests in order to do the Owl of Thunder, because there's a lot of dailies you end up getting, right? There's a lot of dailies that end up coming out of here. Yeah, man. All right, we will accept this quest because we might as well get some valor and stuff out of it. PvE, obviously, PvE gives us the best stuff.
Blood elves will endure any hardship.
And we'll see how it goes. We have way better gear than before, so I'm hoping this should be easier. The reason why I didn't want to do the Owl of Thunder quest last patch is because the mobs were actually pretty hard to kill. Like, I don't know why they were so hard to kill, because I had decent gear. I had the raid finder equivalent gear, but they would just destroy me. So hopefully now they'll fall down. I still have some bad gear, but I mean, it should be fine enough. Also, where do I gotta go? We'll start actually in the crag, because in the crag we actually have to do one extra quest in order to get the Sorok costume. Oh yeah, no, wait, is there somebody? Oh, no, that's just one random person. I can't tell. I think that person is just doing it on its own though, because there's probably no groups. Yeah, because these guys, they drop like 55 Black Prince rep, and then if you have the plus 50%, you also get, I think, you get a decent bit. You get like 30 maybe. So you get like 70 rep, 75 rep.
It's good of you to visit all the anti-storm stouts.
And I think you can even get like a raid group. Like even if a raid group goes in there, it's good.
You wish to face
I'm not Zan, I'm Chen Storm Stout. Yeah, Garrosh, get out of here. Stop being a loser. Bro, imagine losing.
in the name of Hellstorm.
Bro got beat by the Dark Spear Rebellion, man, and I guess the Alliance forces too. Honestly, the Dark Spear Rebellion could have took over Orgrimmar. They didn't need the Petty Alliance to get in there. Also, what's cool is you could kill these guys. You could kill the Fiery Tricksters, and it actually makes the Hosen Brawlers do less damage. Now, that would be an important mechanic in Mythic Plus or in Challenge mode. But in Celestial Dungeons, where damage is cosmetic except for you, then it doesn't matter at all, really. Oh, I wanted to keep stunning people just for the memes. Yeah, the only people that are kind of scary are these Korkron, but I mean, even the Korkron aren't that scared or scary. Korkron Warbringers. Alright, we can probably just go through here, kill these Hosen Brawlers. Yeah, but what we would do is basically this is the equivalent of the Black Prince rep grind. Imagine all these guys are Mogu, and you just run around in a big circle, or I can just die too. I mean, that's always cool. So basically you just run around a big circle, loop them all up, and then AoE them down, and then they respawn pretty fast. But you have to do that a lot. You have to do that like at least 60 times, and it's going to be so terrible. And if I don't have a group, it's going to be even worse. Also, if I don't spawn out, really, I got to run this far? The boss auto pulls. So I'm hoping I can get in there before the... Oh, what a W dude. He resurrected me. Last time the people didn't resurrect me. They were a doofus, and they just left me dead. Because of that, everybody gets time warp now. We got an Oku in the Duker. No, why is killing me? Heal me. Healer. Bro, we didn't kill the Arcweaver. What are we doing? Here, interrupt him. There we go. Maybe now people will kill him now that he's in like AoE range. Like, I don't know how we didn't kill the Arcweaver. That's what was killing me. He was just like, just blasting me and me only. Oh, he blinks. Oh, that's actually a unique way to have an NPC. An NPC that blinks around and stuff. That's actually cool. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. You another ook. You the new ook. All right, go through here and look for More enemies, more bad guys. Oh, here we go. I feel like being an arcane mage freaking sucks. Like, I feel like if I was just frost mage or something else, I would do so much more DPS. Like, I feel like I'm just thrown here. Yo, this dude has a legendary cloak as a healer. Yo, what a good guy. Can't wait till I get my legendary cloak. I wonder if I know you have to kill Garrosh Hellscream. In order to get the legendary cloak, you have to kill Garrosh Hellscream. I wonder if you'll be able to do that without raiding, because I don't know. I can't get into any raids, bro. I also don't know how people are doing world PvP. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I feel like the Corcoran stuff is just invincible. Oh, don't pull the boss. Yeah, we need res. Bro, everybody's getting wiped. We'll run back. Or not. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the loading screens, man. Like, it should be almost instant, especially for like this game. Like, it's not like it's loading intense assets. It's literally just loading. What is this? 10-year-old assets? 20-year-old assets? I think it's 10-year-olds at this point. My back's starting to spaz. That's not good for the streaming schedule, dude. I want to go for at least 2 hours though, so there's at least another 30 minutes. But my back's starting to spaz. If the back spazzes, then we leaving. I was trying to do a cool pun. It absolutely failed, I know. I guess it's not really spazzing. It's like, it's weird. It's like, it starts here. Like, the weirdest thing, right, is either starts like right here on my right shoulder. You probably can't see it, to be honest with you. But there's the right shoulder, and I don't even know if that's connected to my back. I guess it's more like my traps, or it starts in my lower back. Dude, this is such good music. Also, what the crap is happening here? Oh, now they're laughing. Bum, 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 bum. It's so good. Like, the music, I think Mists of Pandaria has the best music. Also, I don't know. Oh, they were getting rezzed. I should have just waited then. I didn't want to walk. Let me rebuff. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Bro, let's go. Come on, team. Big deeps. Big deeps. You should train hard. And down he falls. Well, soon. Yeah, it's just like yesterday's stream. Like, I just lost my whole train of thought. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just all beat up. I guess I'll just start commentating the game and just talk about what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I think it has something to do with my back, because it just started happening as soon as my back hurts. And I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna get down to the science of why this is happening. Like, once when I fix my back, dude, once when I start doing physical therapy for the old back, I'm gonna be back to normal. I'm gonna be doing 8-hour streams. Okay, probably not 8 hours, but I'm gonna be doing like maybe even 4-hour streams, because truly the only thing that's like really limiting me is the back. And I think what the problem is, you know, the back / spine is connected to your brain, right? Your brain stem and your back are the two things, right? And when you move at all, thousands of impulses go through your back to your whatever it needs to go. So like if you use your hand, thousands of impulses travel from your brain down your spine to your hand, almost instantaneous, right? Well, when the back / spine is hurting, I feel like all that gets delayed, and I become slower. I become less thoughtful. I become more fatigued. I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like that's the phenomenon I am experiencing. And like the spine's important. The spine is nicknamed your second brain. Like for example, like if you are ever about to get in a car wreck, right? Like I don't know, it's never happened to me either, but have you ever had like a car pull out in front of you or something, or you had like a near miss and you're about to get in a car accident and you just jerk yourself away almost instantly? That's not your brain doing anything. That's your spine. Your spine is what saved you. Your spine thought for you. So keeping the spine healthy is very important for actually even brain function. And even like when you lean forward, it constricts the blood cells in your body, so then the blood cells can't get shot up into your brain. So there's all kinds of things, right? There's all kinds of things, all kinds of stuff that is causing problems, right? That bad posture, bad back is causing. There we go. And I feel like once when I fix my posture or my back or just anything in general, because I mean, it's small discomforts, right? And I mean, I feel like I'm learning to live with it, which is going to be great once when I can get it out of here. August the 3rd is my physical therapy, the closest physical therapy they can get to me. Like almost, let's see here. Yeah, I think it was like literally almost a month out, more like 3 weeks. 3 weeks out, which is crazy. July is almost over, August is coming. Tattered Dead Mismantle? What's this guy talking about? Oh, is it talking about like somebody who has a Tattered Dead Mismantle on? Who has a Tattered Dead Mismantle? Somebody apparently has the Tattered Dead Mismantle on, which is an heirloom. But I don't know who has it. And it's obviously not me because, like, I would know what I have, so. Shockwave missile turrets! Wow, this guy just gets owned. Alright, come on. Hit and haste. I think that's technically an upgrade I'll need. Greed for the blues. We don't need the blues. Is that trinket I need? No, see, that's more strength. I don't need that. There we go. And then a chest. I don't need the chest. Okay.
Don't you see? I have
My exit aligned perfectly with the music. Okay. Let's go down here and let's turn in the quest. What? That didn't give me my achievement progress on the bottom. That's interesting. Yeah, we gotta do a quick quest to get the Sorok form because that's gonna be really important. And then we should, this area should be pretty easy because we can always just turn into a Sorok to get out of here. Yeah, it's this person. I gotta go in there and then beat up a Sorok. I think any of them work. And then we just steal his body and then we just become him. And then we'll turn into the Sorok and then they all look friendly to us. That's basically how it rolls. And you're dead. And then we just come back and talk to her. Oh, I should have voiced what we have to do. Here, let me tell you what's going on. Rock Crag is a dangerous place. Luckily, you have the magic of the Sun Reavers behind you. I can transform you into a Sorok. First, I will perform the first half of illusion on you now. Afterwards, you should go directly into Uthrak Crag and slay one of the Scumblade Sorok. Once you have done this, I will contact you and complete the second half of the illusion. Oh, you complete it. Uh-oh. How do you complete it? Yo, I screwed up. How do you... Oh, no. Because this is the questy quest log. Oh, okay, I'm just going to abandon and try again.
What business, have you?
Okay, let's try this again. I had to have nothing else open in the background when I kill a Sorok. I think that was the problem last time. We need nothing else open in the background. Big deeps. Flesh Ripper. And then somewhere it should pop up. No, nothing's popping up. That's really concerning. How the heck do I turn? Oh, I can go all the way over here though. It says the question mark. It says right here. I'm just gonna trust Questy. Okay, Questy lied to me. How do I turn in this quest? Is it bugged? There ain't no way this is bugged, right? Do I have to turn off Questy literally just to complete this quest? Hold on. This will be the dumbest confliction with an add-on I've ever seen. Hold on. Where's Questy? All right, let me turn Questy off and see if this works. Because then I should have the default quest UI. Oh my god, there it is. That is so stupid. The voice of Magistrate Sarora echoes in your head. Is it done yet? Ah, good. I can complete the second half of the enchantment now. You will soon see a disguise appear. As long as you stay out of combat, the Soroks should see you as one of their own. Good luck. Okay, then we can go into add-ons and turn it back on. Okay, Questy needs to fix that though. Like, that is actually kind of annoying. Whenever they need to fix it, by the way, I mean, it's a free add-on, so like it doesn't really matter, but they should definitely aim to fix that. All right, then I gotta wait for everything to populate, so give it some time. Oh, here it comes. Yep, there we go. There's that lag. Okay, I think I gotta leave this area now and then run back in. Yeah, we have to leave the area and then run back in real quick. And then we should be ready. Or I can just run into a fence. Right here. Oh, really? There's not any more quests? Okay. Yeah, somehow we could, like, return into a Sorok. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we just talk to everybody. We'd be like, yo, what up, dog? But then again, this isn't helping the Black Prince rep. Wait, does anything help Black Prince rep? Wait, does killing a Sorok help with the Black Prince, or do I have to kill a Zandalar? Because if so, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, wait, where's the Sorok on zone? Okay, I don't know where one is. Okay, we can fight two. Yeah, Golksar, I'm gonna fight you. I know you're not one of us. You are one of them. I follow you, I watch you. You kill our people, but you also kill Mogu. You kill straight back trolls. I do not care who you kill. I pick up the meat afterward. So, very, very much meat. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to kill him. He literally talked me out of not killing him. So I'm going to kill somebody else. This guy. I'm going to see if he gives me any Black Prince rep. Because if he doesn't, I'm not going to do my dailies in this area. Because that's just dumb. Because we're here for only Black Prince rep. Oh, yeah, we do. We get 55. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. Okay. We have to talk to... Honestly, we could probably just wrangle them all up then. The question is, how much damage can I do? Is this good? If I wrangle all these guys up, am I going to die? Like, how good are we on the DPS meter? No, not bad. I think we'll be fine. Well, I don't know. And this is with arcane power, so it's a little sketch. But okay, it's not that bad. And there we go. That's a decent bit of Black Prince rep. It's gonna take a while. Although, like, once a week we get like a free 1,500 once a week.
No gold is welcome here.
We'll see. What? Okay, they could just not teleport me into a Sorok. Bro, okay. I guess I was still in combat with something. What's nice that you don't take fall damage with this thing. I kind of miss when invisibility was like this, where Everything just turns white, like kind of like the Lord of the Rings invisibility. Nowadays, you just go invisible and you can see everything. All right, get in there. Oh, this is a nice area.
Choose wisely.
All right, we will eat, and then we'll nuke them. Why can't I? Oh, I'm silenced in this area? That sucks. Let's go, big deeps. Go, wake up. Okay, they're still sleeping, so I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, so let's see here. We need to get to like 55. We need to kill a lot of guys. I mean, this bonus is gonna help a lot, though. I feel like this is actually a pretty efficient place, like this Sorok area. Like this guy has the same idea too. He's killing people as well. It's pretty efficient just to do it over here. Also, can it like, teleport me? There we go. There, we gotta go this way. But then again, there's not that many Sorok in the first place. But they don't do much damage though. I feel like the Mogu do way more damage. Despite the fact that they only give the same amount of rep. Yeah. Oh wow, the rare's up. Holy crap. Can we kill the rare? I don't think we can. There's no way we can kill the rare, right? Well, how much for the rare drop in Black Prince rep though? Is it like 500? I'm gonna look him on Wowhead because if he's actually worth the rep, then we're gonna kill him. What's his name? Prometheus? Wait, Prometheus? Oh no, Progenius. Yeah, because Prometheus is the ship, right? Progenius? How the crap you say his name? Bro, what? Frog. Okay, I got that. N-E-T-S. Yeah, that's his name. Okay, how much Black Prince rep does he get for killing him? 220 reputation with Black Prince does not seem useful. I could try killing him though. Like if he's quick to kill, then I mean it'll be useful, but we'll see. The deeps. Oh yeah, he doesn't do that much damage at all. But then again, I'm not doing any damage to him. Oh no, I'm chunking him. Yeah, no, I think this is actually useful because he'll give us 220, but then it's like 50% increase on top of that. So, or not that much extra time. But then again, if this pops before I can kill him, that's going to be a problem. Also, I have no idea where this guy's going. Like, I kind of hope that I can loot him. Oh, maybe this guy will help. If the Warlock ends up helping, that'd be great. I'm not going to be able to kill him in time for my dungeon. Are you kidding me? I really hope the Warlock starts helping. Like, the Warlock better start laying down the ham. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to leave. Or, well, which one's worth more? No, I want to kill this dude. I'm gonna kill this dude, so I'm gonna let it run out. Yeah. It's fine, then we'll just re-queue. Maybe we'll get in the same group or something. Because like the rare, I feel like the rare is important. And we got this little Warlock just tanking. Hopefully there's no leash though, because he's getting pretty far away. And that's kind of concerning me. Yeah, that was fine. And we got some valor points from that. Oh, we got a key. Wait, the key to the Palace of Lei Shen. I wonder. So, the key to the Palace of Lei Shen, do you get Black Prince rep? I don't know. You probably don't know. No, you probably don't get Black Prince rep for that. I'm probably silly for even mentioning. Alright, we'll pull these fools. And arcane power. What the crap is that? Oh, okay. I thought that dinosaur was like gonna kill me. Look at that, dude. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's starting to do all kinds of damage to me now. I think we're good. We just keep him at distance. Keep him at distance. Keep him at distance. Frost. Going cold. Blink, 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 blink. Oh, I don't have a blink. I'm dead. I didn't kill a single one. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't want to do Black Prince grind, man. Oh my god. The easiest way is literally just kill the world boss on Tuesday. But you have to kill the world boss on Tuesday, what, I think 15 times in order to get from revered to exalted. It's probably more like 10. But that's 10 weeks from now. I don't even know, like, Miss Pandaria might be done 10 weeks from now. Oh man, I wonder what does Wowhead say? Black Prince, Wowhead. Black Prince rep. Maybe Wowhead will say something. Faction. Okay. Let's see here. What does the comments say? Comments aren't really saying anything. Animated warriors. Oh, the guild rep banner does help. Okay. Stranger, strange land. No, not that. Nobody's talking about any guides. No, that's honored. Nobody cares about that. Yeah, kill mobs. Oh, Dark Moon Fair rep. Okay, let's look at that. Dark Moon Fair. Dark Moon Fair is coming up soon. Okay, so it's more efficient just to do it with Dark Moon Fair buff. Okay. Nice. I wonder if this will kill me. Nice. I love not taking fall damage. How far can I go out? Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, I mean, animated warriors, that's the best place, but at the same time, I just want to do celestial dungeons. Alright. Go in this cave. And we'll see how it goes from there. We gotta do the secrets or treasures of the Thunder King. That's what we have to do. Treasures of the Thunder King.
You have my attention. Are you here to fight?
My scouts have returned with word that more of the treasures from Li Shen's tomb are being brought up into the citadel. We have access to a secret sewer entrance, but a door bars us from intercepting the shipment. If we are going to succeed in this raid, we will need a key that only the most trusted of Li Shen's forces carry. If you can get your hands on such a key, bring it to me. You can keep whatever spoils you steal from our raid. I simply want to see that shipment never makes it to Li Shen.
The shadow pan will be
All right, let's go do it.
if you need us.
We have to leave Q for that. That's just what you have to do. You have to leave Q in order to actually get into the scenario. All right.
Good to see you.
Talk to her, and then we got 5 minutes.
Beyond the wall.
We got 5 minutes to go all the way to the end. And I don't know, I've done this on my rogue in Retail Legion. It was pretty fun. And the mobs, I don't remember if the mobs scaled or not, but I remember I did it pretty easily. It's a nice little thing. It's a nice little fun thing to do. Way to get some gold, as we can see. And we really want to get the legendary chests or the golden chests. Also, if I fumble like this and just keep spending my time, wasting my time, then I'm never going to be able to get done with all this place in time, but we should be fine. I know this place like the back of my hand. I've done it so many times before. I like how it plays like super hype music though to get you stressed out. That's always fun. Yeah, there we go. We want the golden treasure chests. We can just blink. Really, I got nothing out there. I guess I got burial trove key. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go invisible. Not bad RNG for some of the golden treasure chests, though. Please don't hit me. Okay, cool. I'm out of the way. Yeah, bad RNG for some of these golden treasure chests. These treasure chests are fine. It just has a bunch of gold on the inside. As we can see, we already got 61 gold. I mean, it's actually a pretty nice gold farm. Once a week. Not bad. If you can actually get up there. And I'm trying to finish this too. We're gonna try to see if we can finish this first try. But I'm also here to make some money. I think we have plenty of time. I don't know how hard it's gonna be to kill the elite. Oh, how did I miss that jump? Holy crap! I suck at this game. They really try to stress you out with this music, though, man. They really, really try to stress you out. Boom, boom, boom. Like, seriously, dude. There we go. That should work. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Some things aren't meant to be. We're just gonna skip that. Like, I need a speed increase. Like on my rogue, I would, or I guess even on my mage too, I would put on my speed gear and just do it myself. But yeah, like use one of these rooms because it just makes it easier. It gets me like, allows me to like push off and get over there faster, but now it's fine. There we go. We'll just keep moving forward. There's more golden chests on the inside. Yeah, we only have 3 minutes. We gotta go. I don't know how much damage this stuff does, so I'm just gonna like avoid it. Okay, or I can just get hit. I know the fire hurts, so we'll just blink over it. Yeah, look at all this golden treasure chests. Now we'll just go around. Easy. Oh, we'll grab this for the quick speed. Yeah, one of these guys, I don't remember. One of these guys has something. I think they have the key. I remember. Oh, wait, no, the lever's over there. We gotta get over there. Yeah, we don't have to kill these guys. These guys are just up for fun. Do they drop black prince rock? Oh, they do. Nice. We'll loot both these. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I have to kill him now. Oh, my God. Don't get out of here. Stop it. Where's he going? Bro's just going to steal my loot. I wonder if he comes back later. I know you can kill him, but I don't know. Oh! He unlocked the door for me. Wait, no, did he? Oh, maybe he didn't. I don't know where he goes. I think he comes back. I think he can calm down. Oh, we'll grab that. Come on. Got it. We'll grab that one too. Did I not go invisible? Oh, you can't go invisible while they're hitting you, can't you? All right, we gotta go though, so we gotta hurry up. Oh, I'm rude. Blink. We gotta make it to the end. We're running out of time to make it to the end. Oh my god. Did I pop the shield or not? Come on. Got it. Pop the shield. Pop the mirror images to distract. Bro, why they daze me though? Like, it's so annoying. Alright, straight to the end. Go, 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 go. Nice item so they don't do anything. Okay, or they can just jump over the wall. Oh, you can just jump over the wall. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Oh, dying just sets you back to the beginning. Okay, I thought dying you just give up, but all right, we can grab some chests while we're here. Made 165 gold. Not bad. It's a bit harder when you're not max level and you can one-shot everything. I will say that. I guess, is there any like gold chests? Gold chests are where it's at. Yeah, there's one. Oh, can I not get up there? Wait, really? Oh, there we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that stuff's always good. All right, we can open up 4 chests here. These are like the good chests for the good loot. Okay, not bad. This is where you get like a lot of gold. A lot of gold, a lot of stuff, and a lot of garbage too. I don't know why. Some Shanzi ritual stones. Nice. Yeah, I can't get anything else right, so that's locked. Yep.
You are welcome among the Shadow Pan.
Oh, we got one right. We got an extra one. Not entirely unsuccessful. Still, we'll do better next time. Thanks for providing us with that key. The raid would have not gone off without you.
Stay light on your feet.
Nice, we got another one. Cool. Man, I think we could use that for rep or something. The parchments, yeah. What we got? Is that it? Okay.
Watch the shadows.
27 rep, 28 rep. Do I have the... I don't know why I'm getting extra. Not entirely sure. Oh, Valor of the Ancients. All of your characters on this realm earn an additional 50... Oh, that's Valor points. So I don't know what else there is. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting extra, but I'll take it.
Ready
Okay.
for some action?
Bum, 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 bum. Well, yeah, I'm gonna call it. Yeah, we're calling it now. So let me log out. Yeah, we did. Let's see here. I think we started with like what, 4 or 5. So we did 7 celestial dungeons or something. So we're making some insane progress. Oh man, I need to clean out my bags too. I'll do that next stream. Oh no no no. All right, let me make myself big. Oh, lock. Okay, I guess I don't even need to lock it. What am I doing? Thank you guys for watching this amazing live stream, whether you tuned in for a few seconds or a few hours or even just a few minutes, because without you guys, I'd just be talking to myself right in my basement and I'd just be looking like a weirdo. And you also allow me to get pushed in the YouTube algorithm. Like when people watch my live streams, my other videos that are non-live streams, like my core content videos and my YouTube shorts, both of those get pushed harder in the algorithm. So thank you for that. And I've been King Alex Gilbert. Have an amazing day, man. Amazing week, amazing lifetime. Remember, keep on smashing through your goals. Remember, small progress leads to big goals. I've been King Alex Gilbert, and we gotta do it. Turn off Instagram first. So the weird thing about live streaming multiple platforms is you gotta do it one at a time. And I do YouTube last because why not? I don't know, just extra content, extra engagement, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay cool. I'll stay streaming.